What's up guys, it's Frostbacks 11 and today we are back with Dragon Age Inquisition. I do apologize for it being so long since I last streamed. I just really haven't been in much of a mood to stream, and the games I've been playing have not been like Dragon Age. I've been playing a little bit of Frontiers of Pandora, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3 since mods are now available in the game. And I mean that's the majority of what I've been doing, and doing some art to prepare for the next convention that's coming up here in there's a convention coming up this weekend, so this will be the last day I can stream before the convention, and then I can stream like a few days after convention, and then I have like basically after convention I have like maybe a week to try to beat this game on stream. Let me take a look really quick. Let's see. So, yeah, I have about a little over a week once convention's over to beat this game, which shouldn't take me that long unless I decide to go like full on all the DLCs. I think I'll just try to do the main stories for the DLCs and some of the side quests. I don't know if I'll do the Descent because that DLC is really hard for me. What were we doing last? I have no idea. Journal. Okay, we need to do that one. But let's deal with this first. Since it's been a while, all of our things, all the like quests are caught up and whatever. Not quests. All of these are all caught. So do this one. Where am I supposed to find the thing? Pride have runs. What is the quest? Hmm. I don't have it unlocked, so right now we're just gonna send people out.
At your service. Let's see what we have.
Inquisitor.
Okay, let me back out for now. I have to figure out. Okay, let's see here. Journal. See, that's a weakness. Track down. Seems. I feel like something in my game is broken because I'm supposed to be able to. Let's see if Dagda has anything to say about it. So we'll go to the Undercroft.
You were there. I have to know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell. You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you? I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it. You seemed excited that I fell into the Fade at Adamant. Excited? The spring gets me excited. This is a wonder. It's probably hard to relate, but dwarves don't dream. So I can't even guess what it's like. I can't even understand what dreams are. But you were there. And came back. Can I take a sample? A sample? Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it? That didn't sound better, did it? You'll have a full report of everything I saw. Will that do? It's a start. I'm sorry, it's just... This is exciting. It all is. Your people cleaned you up after your fall. I wonder if anything is left. So much to think about. What can I do for you? I'll see you later, Dagna. I can't wait.
Where's my apple?
I can't figure out where. I know I should be getting that. Gotta go find Cullen.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. Celine and Gaspard rule a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Is there anything I should know?
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
I hope you find the Inquisition's leadership more agreeable.
I am confident you will see us through to the end. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Do you think that could work? Would people accept it?
Mages would be watched, but could pursue interests outside the Circle. Neither freedom nor prison. I don't know.
That's all I wanted to know.
Another time, then.
Another time then. So many people say that in this game.
Worship?
gonna see if we can find, because it should be labeled as find Samson. I've gotta find where it's at. Track down Samson. Is it in hissing ways? Southwestern approach. Proving loyal. Why can't I find it? There it is. It was hiding, okay. So I'll have to wait till my people are back. Or until Cullen is back from his... What was the one I sent him on? He was sent... Okay, 30 minutes. So... I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to Frostback Basin. And work on the quest there. So let's get Iron Bull. We'll do Blackwall. Let's do Varric for the rogue.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter. If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far. The Jaws of Hakon? They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long. I thought we could catch up. Anytime, Inquisitor. They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow? All that? Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts, and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow, taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows. What do you think about the Avar? When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close? It's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders.
Oh, I like the way she thinks. We should keep her around. For mayhem.
Yes, mayhem! All right, get it out of your system. Mayhem! It's funny how a word loses its meaning when you say it enough times.
Oh my gosh, I love them.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much? A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny. How do you like the Frostback Basin? It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges. You want to use animal crap as a weapon. That seems underhanded. Who said war was fair? I'd only recommend its use as a last resort. What are your thoughts about our progress against Corypheus? We're getting close. It feels like we're on the right track, doesn't it? Everyone working together against our common goal. It feels good. I hear you have family in Ferelden. Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they move to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montillier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
We'll continue this another time.
Be careful out there.
Okay, let's see here. Let's level everybody up. Oops, I forgot to... Atmospheric. Oh no. I think guides teleported from the top. Interesting.
Inquisitor.
I'm so used to Baldur's Gate that I got distracted. Pressed the wrong buttons. There's so many like entrances and exits. Confusing. I love this map. It's one of the prettiest maps in the game.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Say goodbye to fingers. Say goodbye. All night.
You're not the first Ben Hazreth I've run across. Hawk and I went on a caper with one named Talus.
You don't say.
She caused us no end of trouble. You wouldn't know her by any chance.
Hey, one time I ran into this dwarf on the road. Short, grouchy. You think you might know him?
I'm in the Merchant Guild. 10 Royal says I not only know him, he owes me money.
Oh, well, no, I don't know Talus. Sorry.
No. He was gonna make a joke about, like, just because you know everyone, or it was funny because Ironbow was probably going to make a joke about how, no, I don't know everyone.
There, the island Kenrick mentioned.
We'll need to find a way out there.
Oh, it might end way over there, I think. Way out there? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. We gotta get over there. I know how to get over there. We gotta go talk to the, Avar, though. There's Giant. This map is one of my favorite maps in the entire game. Oh, it's so pretty. This part isn't as pretty as some of the rest of the map, but it's still nice to look at. It's like every 5 minutes I can't help but run into more enemies.
What is this? Are the fishes of Stone Bear Hole too rude to share him? The Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakon! Death to the Lawlanders! Glory to Hakon!
You are the Lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
I suppose that's just a legend?
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hole and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's rocky heart, if you wish.
Alrighty, we shall go up the hill. But like, I'll go up the hill and the others will follow at a snail's pace because since I'm invisible, they can't come after follow me for some weird reason.
Catch anything today? Nothing yet. Too many.
Sounds like a party. Or a fight.
We should speak with the Thane.
This is not my hold, Lowlander. I will not shed your blood here. You will face the full might of the jaws of Hakon soon enough.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
I hope I stop being invisible.
Inquisitor, I am Svara's son
Nope.
here, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the jaws of Hakon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrofson. I wager you have crossed blades with the jaws of Hakon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
When I first entered your holds, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakon is battle, with blunted weapons.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
What do the Jaws of Hakon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakonites care only for Hakon Winter's Breath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakon. There are times to fight, but the jaws of Hakon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight, Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrison lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakon.
Yes, many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the Lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
I will speak with you later.
Farewell. Inquisitor?
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janisdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
The Hackonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hackonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hackonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with Lowlanders at our side would make us Oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I understand your concern. Is there anything I could do to help?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred, that no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stonebear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hackonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hackonites are tiresome.
Do you have any members of the Hold searching for Storvacker?
The Hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our Hold beast would show weakness to the Hackonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, I do not know whether your people have gods, or if they can be stolen. But it is not good. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our Augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
Does Storvacker usually live in the Hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvaka lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You have fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvaka. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly? I will speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvaka. They may know something they have not told me.
I'm already like quarter of the way through level 20. Let's wait until I get the next skill for the until I get my next skill, and then I will
See the animals the jaws of Hakon keep.
add my level up.
If they did, Arvid would have looked just like one.
I don't doubt that.
I'm standing right here. Yeah?
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stonebear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Alrighty, let's go to the boat. Why did you pull out your weapon, ma'am? There's a lot of noise outside. I heard it had someone was mowing the lawn, and then I had like people in motorcycles like to drive around my apartment.
For a moment, I almost felt like I was walking down a street back in Markham. Strange.
I could do without all the demons, boss. Anytime you want to leave is fine by me.
I can't. Not without.
American. Hi. Sleep. I need to. I must find you. This blood. My blood? No, I can't. No, no, no.
We're not going to leave that rift here, right?
Talana slept. I slept.
find him in dreaming. But the blood, she's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again, one more time, but she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You or she wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him.
Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
There are no records of a dragon, so he must have killed it. And died doing so.
Yes. If he had lived, he would have found her. Me. But he didn't. And no one ever knew. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Hey, you all right?
Let's go character record. And we will map this. We'll map this there.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her home for Hakon's glory!
Oh, she's glitching out bad. Only her arms and head are showing. My goodness, Asala, come back, please. This is so uncanny. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Okay. Oh, nope, this outfit is glitching.
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the cat again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
We'll go... What's this? Am I drawing Inquisition? I've actually played this game before. This is like... Oh, I don't know. I do enjoy Inquisition. It's a really fun game. I have another playthrough that I was doing that was being streamed, but it doesn't have any like dialogue or anything. It's just for these guys. Or it doesn't, not dialogue, it doesn't have me commenting at all, like this one does. I'm trying to beat my main world state for the game before Veilguard comes out, but we'll see if I'm able to, because I have at least another something hours to go. And, okay, you need to take a health potion, my good sir. Gee, I'm almost done with the main story. I just have looking forward to Veilguard. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm one of those people, I reserve judgment on a game until I've actually gotten to sit down and play. The thing I'm most upset about, though, is that I've heard like from the stories I've heard and whatnot, is about the how the choices that you get to choose from in the beginning for like your world state is very limited. Like you only have 3 choices. Like that's sad, because you do all this work through all the games and there's like no cameos and or hardly any cameos and all that. And it's just like, but what about these 3 games worth of content? Like there's characters from the other games who could have, you know, shown up in the game in Veilguard, but it is what it is. Other than that, I'm pretty excited to see what the game has in store for us all. I'd like to stop being invisible.
No. I've heard it's quite the sight.
I know it's a ring that I have
May
on.
I help you, Inquisitor?
It's frustrating.
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Oh, Drosty's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
I mean, I just hope the story and the gameplay is good. Like, that's my main concern. Because that's why I play a game. Even, sure, I'm sad about the fact it doesn't have some of the as many ties to the previous games as I would have liked. But it's also, you know, it's also just like, I reserve my judgment on stories and whatnot until I've gotten to the next, like, until I've actually gotten my hands on whatever it is, because who knows, it could, some people might hate it, some people might like it. I've learned that from, like, my past playing the BioWare games, because I believe I played this game first, and then I played Origins and Dragon Age 2. So I don't have as, like, I didn't have as much hate, like, dislike for this game. Sure, there's things about this game that are annoying, like the tons and tons of fetch quests and the huge maps. Sometimes they get kind of overwhelming. The unnecessary quests. And then when the Mass Effect games, also made by BioWare, I played Andromeda first, which is like kind of an adjacent game, because it doesn't follow the main character that everyone knows from the first 3 games. But since I played that first, I don't have the hatred that people have towards it. Sure, there's lots of bugs, and the animation's kind of wonky, and there's a lot of loose ends that aren't tied up nicely. But overall, the game is pretty fun. So I try not to, you know, get too upset about that kind of thing.
It's fascinating to find new evidence about these things. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, someplace with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to games. When it comes to some things, I'm really easy to please. But games like this, it can be, kind of depends. Let's see here. Let's give him... Black Wall. What do I want to upgrade? big map and a little other quests. Oh yeah, that's why a lot of people got lost in the hinterlands. What I've learned is you do hinterland. I used to try to get out of hinterlands as soon as possible, doing like some of the main quest stuff that I need to just to get out of the place, and then I come back later after I've explored the world some more, and then I don't hate it as much. I actually hate the Hissing Wastes out of all of the maps. The Hissing Wastes and the what's the other? Give me a second. Let me pull up my quests. Western Approach are probably my least favorite maps, if only because they're big and kind of empty. This one right here is my favorite map, because it's so pretty. I love pretty maps. Sure, there's a lot of prettiness on Hissing Wastes, but it just stretches on forever and ever.
I've come to consult with your soldiers on matters pertaining to natural threat. The beasts of these woods are fierce, and I fear they've already claimed the life of my dear, devoted scribe.
What are you doing out here?
Once I was content to remain in the safety of my estate. Then, with the passing of my uncle, I was obliged to join an expedition to the stranger parts of Thedas. How little of our natural world is understood. What terrors creep across the soil while we lie ignorant and ill-prepared. If you knew what I do of the common fennec, you would not sleep. From that day onward, I have studied the wilds and the beasts therein.
Are my soldiers running into problems?
They face delays establishing camps due to pests of various nature. I offered to consider the matter. There is an herb mixture. Correctly placed, it could ward beasts away from their supplies. I would not presume to further involve myself in your organization's military affairs. Perhaps I might entrust these to you.
I should go.
Inquisitor,